Once again, Cindy Fine joining us, Executive Director for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Citrus County.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the Taste of Inverness coming up here on the 11th of April.
Yes.
Some of the restaurants that you're going to get to experience their top dishes for include the Chefs of Napoli. You've got Christie's Sweets, the Fox Den Winery, the Highland Place, Inverness Ice Cream Doctor, always a favorite of mine.
Yes.
Lakeside Wing Grill and Beer Masters, that's a new one this year. It'll be there. Little Italy Deli, another great place I love to go check out, and bakery in Inverness. Lynn's Ice Cream. There's also Mama's Country Kitchen, the McLeod House Bistro, Motor City Pasta Company. You've got everybody from Nicole's House of Cakes to the Pine Street Pub.
My favorite, Rutabagas.
Yep. They're going to be there with a healthy dish for sure.
Absolutely.
Sonny's Barbecue. They always
well
have
known.
A great dish. In fact, they unveiled their redneck egg rolls. Easy for me to say, right? Redneck egg rolls, which are delicious.
Well, there you go.
They unveiled them a couple of years ago at the Taste of Inverness. And the Daily O'Grind also joining you this year. Stump Knockers on the Square.
So it's a great mix of variety of flavors and foods. And, you know, the city does a great job of putting it on. And we're so glad that, you know, they partnered with us to do this. So we're very excited. The most awesome thing, I think, maybe it's coming from, you know, Chicago, but Taste of Chicago is, you know, a lot of money and it's super crowded. This is such a nice, intimate affair, and it's inexpensive, really. It's $25 a person if you buy your tickets ahead of time.
You can't beat that.
$30 at the door. And, you know, there's all that. I believe they're having a wine tasting again. Boys and Girls Club will be selling beer and wine. So, you know, you've got a nice evening, beautiful, beautiful sight there on the lake. Watching the sunset last year was absolutely stunning.
And again, this is all to benefit the work of the Boys and Girls Clubs. We have 3 of them throughout the county, so they're conveniently located, one definitely near you. And we encourage everybody to get involved in that. You can get your tickets right now. You can call 621-9225.
Or you can go right to tasteofinverness.com and you can purchase them right online.
Okay. So we've made it as easy as possible for you to get your tickets. Now, let's talk a little bit about the things that happen at the Boys and Girls Clubs, so that the folks out there know, you know, what that money goes for.
Absolutely. The nice thing is we are part of a national organization, so there's 4,200 clubs across the country that do the same thing we do. I'm not inventing the wheel or saying maybe this will work, and that's really nice to have that backing. We've impacted 4 million youth across the country, so it's a big conglomerate and it works really well. Our biggest program that is probably most popular with parents and the kids is our Power Hour program. So when they get off the bus, they come in, they wash their hands and have their snack. And then we go to homework. And we have people there that will help them if they have trouble with their homework. We know that we've raised reading scores, 1 letter grade, for 27% of our members, and math scores 1 grade for 39%.
That's great.
And I want to tell you a little magical moment that just happened to me this week. About a month ago, a woman at church, her daughter is in the club, and she said to me, you know, she really needs help with that algebra. You know, right now it's reading an F. And I said, okay, I'll make sure that the tutor's on that. So double checked, and sure enough, I went in the club the other day and I said, hey, how are you? How's the algebra score? She said, I have a C. And I've had a C for the last 4 weeks. And to see the pride in her face, you know, was wonderful. And part of it is because someone sat with her and helped her get the basics. I said, well, is the tutor still working with you? And she said, you know, Miss Cindy, I get it now. So when I need help, I'll raise my hand and ask for it. But she said, it's just, I get it now. I can do it.
All because somebody took the time to sit and be a mentor.
Right. And the other advantage for these children that are getting into that 13 years old age bracket, we also have the ability to do the computer training for their driver's ed classes.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, a lot of the adults don't realize that, and that was one of the things this girl wanted. She came with specific requests. I want to do my driver's ed, and I want to raise my algebra grade. And it's so nice when you're able to meet those requests, and that's what we do every day, so it wasn't a stretch for us, you know.
Every time that you come over, you have a success story for me, just like that one. It's great to hear all these success stories and what's happening in each of the clubs. For anybody who's not familiar, by the way, with where the clubs are at, give us those.
We have one in Inverness, and that's at 401 North Apopka. It's the old police station, for those of you who have been around, across from Liberty Park. We have one in Beverly Hills, which is on Roosevelt Boulevard. That's 901 West Roosevelt. And then we have one in Homosassa, which is at 8535 Goodman Lane, which is just off of Highway 19 there by Love Motorsports.
And again, you've made it very affordable for parents and grandparents to put their kids in the Boys and Girls Club. If they can't afford it, there's also financial help out there. Again, that's one of the reasons that we do these fundraisers, is to help build up that scholarship program, if we can call it that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's $75 a month for after-school youth development, and we're open from the time the buses get there, which is anywhere 2:45, and we're open now until 6:30 at night, helping those parents who need to stay a little later at work and do that. And then during the summer, our summer programming is $80 a week, so that gets a little hefty, and that's where we really like to have the scholarship money available. But we do an awful lot of things, and last year we were able to do all of their field trips at no additional cost to the parents, and I'd love to be able to offer that again. Annette Bus Lines is one of our big sponsors for Taste of Inverness, and that money is what I took to use, since they're a bus line, I used their money to sponsor a lot of the field trips, and that was very helpful to many of our families.
And you want to make sure that families sign up early for those summer camps and whatnot.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the kids love it. We have themes for all the weeks, and we do a big field trip at the end, separating them by age groups. Last year, the older kids went to Mosey, the younger kids went to Lowry Park Zoo, and everybody had a great time. So it's a wonderful camaraderie, and we have a new video out. If anyone wants to, go to our website, they can check that out, telling you a little bit about it and hearing some of the kids and what they have to say. And I got to tell you, next week is National Boys and Girls Club Week, and it's right here in Citrus County, declared by the county, the city of Inverness, and the city of Crystal River. So we're very, very blessed.
All right. Well, two big events to get involved in. First off, at M&B Dairy, it's the Steak and Steak on the 26th, and then April the 11th. Mark that on your calendar. Also, the Taste of Inverness, wonderful event for a wonderful cause. Cindy, always glad to have you here.
Thank you, Dennis. Great time.
And always glad to have you folks join us too. We'll be back with another edition soon on your TV set of Citrus Today.